The Aral Sea.
Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, and Turkmenistan use the two major rivers to divert water and help turn the desert into farms for cotton and other crops. There's two rivers with the Syr Darya and the Amu Darya rivers. And now, since 1994, Kyrgyzstan has held the water from flowing downstream to Uzbekistan and Turkmenistan until growing season in exchange for those goods that they produce on their farms.
The outcome of the project: irrigation made the desert bloom, but it devastated the Aral Sea. Fisheries and communities that depended on it collapsed. The salt water became polluted with fertilizer and pesticides. And in the last 40 years, the sea has shrunk to 1/3 of its original size in the 1960s. The loss of water made the winters colder and summers hotter and drier. Croplands needed larger bodies of water to be flushed, and the blowing dust from the exposed lake bed, contaminated with agricultural chemicals, became a public health hazard.
What's new with the case? Water levels fluctuated annually between 2009 and 2018 in alternately dry and wet years. In 2014, the eastern lobe of the South Aral Sea completely disappeared. Water levels in the summer of 2018 were not as low as they might have been, following a round of seasonal snowmelt in the spring. Kyrgyzstan is considering selling the release of water for a dollar value worth of goods. Kyrgyzstan would make more money. Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, and Turkmenistan would use less water because they would have to pay more as a result of this proposition.
The picture here depicts the Aral Sea from the 1960s to today. The Aral Sea used to be the fourth largest sea in the world, but currently today it is now the 11th largest sea.
In hindsight, instead of depleting the Aral Sea by diverting water from the Amu Darya and the Syr Darya, they could have found other sources of water, like possibly digging or drilling to find aquifers around the area and using that for irrigation for their farms. It would have been another way to turn the desert into cropland without depleting the Aral Sea.